Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
The best, the best.
Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Need a timeout, man.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
What, you about that cut up that you
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Don't stay right there. It blew to the ground.
That's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward.
Bro, he just...
And that's something you have to get ready for
defensively
because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
I think
Who he is, man.
It's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Newton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us to their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Oh, yeah!
Take it across for Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from the 20.
It's on competitive mode. We don't want to see scores on competitive mode, Wayne. Oh, no. Please don't.
The point after
the reason, because y'all gotta go through the stuff. You gotta go in the temple and go. Go right back.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Oh, he did. Really?
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Thank you, sir.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Silicone. Silicone. That don't even matter. Oh, that's good. Come here.
Rodgers now on first down.
Come here.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this
I
across
should have
the
went
25
ahead.
before going
I
out
should
of
have
bounds.
Hey.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Are you crazy, bro?
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Oh.
Rodgers going to throw.
Thank you, that's me.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The best thing we You didn't know that they'll lead the whole time?
CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they first and 10. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers.
That was not. Oh, that was a good ass read. Boy,
We talk about coverage.
thought you to read stuff like that. Oh my God.
Understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't.
Teach you that,
he was able to bat it around.
Teach you that.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down,
Teach you that.
leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Do it again. I can't believe that man read me up like that. No.
Working from the gun.
Give me that again. What is going on, man? To the hell.
Amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
No, that wasn't no
Fourth
perfect
down
right
as the punt team sending this one away.
Come on here. Walk up. Oh, shit. What is that? It's not running that fast.
17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Dumbass.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I like this. Guess who he is?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They fake the give. Newton.
I'm
And
getting
he takes a
tired.
shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really tired.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too
Right.
much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Like, why every time I try to pass, you right there? Who is it?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Are you way over there?
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
I'm too good.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Unless you click on him.
66 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs.
Unless you click on him,
And
you
this
know
is a
what
man
I'm
who's a
talking about?
1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to
That's why I
get his
cannot
chances.
be beat.
And he picks up nice
I
yards.
cannot be beat.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You over there?
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson.
There you go, Patterson.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move
Check
those
this shit
300
ball.
pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
There's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Okay, man.
It's going to be a jet sweep. Newton
I'm
bats
gonna
it
do it, man.
forward.
Do you think I'll be playing with you, boy? What did I tell you I was gonna do?
From 10 yards.
Did you see that cut?
And the Panthers continue to show
No.
that it pays to
Who?
play at home in
Who
the
was supposed to
postseason
tackle me,
as they
Wayne?
add on to their lead.
When I cut up like this. All the defenders on, oh, that's that L trigger, Wayne. That's that left trigger.
And that makes the score
That's what do it like
21-10.
that. That's why I click on the dot. Gone. It's another shutout we had to the book, baby.
So how about this
Got a
for a
couple
start?
of
21-0 here in the first as they
based
kick
on
this one
defense,
away.
we run that little run game. Oh, man, this is
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
do it.
The Eagles offense set to
Do it.
begin
He
their
built
next
for it.
drive. They've been a come-from-behind
Built for it,
team
Wayne.
all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this
Oh,
wild
fuck,
card
oh,
game.
do that. You had
Here's a
some
good
time.
way to kick
I didn't know
off
who
the
that
drive,
was.
complete over the middle.
I really didn't know who I was on.
21-0 our score
Find my damn
after
dude.
one.
Come on. What is that? It's crazy. Do me like that. Yeah, he in there. He in there. He in there. Come on, Sim. Nope.
On first down,
That me,
they'll go
Wayne.
to the ground
That me, Wayne. I
to the
come
43,
get that.
second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out.
Get that ball.
And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Rodgers.
Are you crazy?
His throw incomplete.
and he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers.
He'll come away.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Panthers will take over possession here with the 44. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. It's
Thank you, sir.
He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
That was too good.
It's going to be a jet sweep. Newton back. They'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass.
That ain't his job.
Converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
What you doing over there?
Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to the receiver. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
That was a good one.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Damn it.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up the 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it, but here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got to make it.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception.
I think they're worried about it. I don't think they're trying to keep going ahead.
Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring
it
it out
of the end zone.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. It's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question,
it is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
I was guarding something else. Hard. Damn, bro.
Carlson up and good.
I'm talking about I had that middle ready. I should have. If I knew,
damn, there now
bro.
As they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I ain't gonna lie, they got the game. They got the game. All I had to do was dive right there, like I did a while ago, and I'd have beat it down. That's all.
The Panthers out there ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
You see?
And think back to our meeting
Gosh,
with the head
Wayne,
coach.
that
And
was
we asked
weird.
him because we saw the forecast for this game.
That was
didn't
weird. Wayne, y'all
He said,
had
"Hey,
one
you
person
prepared
beat.
for this?" And he talked about the different drills that they've
He
done
didn't
in
know
adverse
seven.
conditions,
That guy.
the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, "I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle
He
it
might
pretty
be in the
well."
right.
He's been right.
I can eat underneath all day.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now a play fake, and it's Newton.
So just watch this though. Me and you, sir.
Deep left side. And connect, incomplete. And give them credit, they took their shot. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I was gonna tear that
So on 4th
computer
down,
up.
here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
I was gonna tear that computer up. Now I was playmaker, so if you need you 1-on-1, I'm gonna hit you hard. Watch. Run through you, one.
8-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the
Run
Eagles
through you,
now taking
one.
over 1st and 10.
Run
The
through
Eagles
you.
offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Yeah, that's your man over there? Okay.
88.
Good. Good. It's good picking. Good picking. In there.
Hey, you block over here.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, 2. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Okay.
On 1st down,
Boy, what the hell is happening?
That's some space here. Pass midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 64 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Really upset, man. We know we're playing this time. You gotta find which player is best for what I'm trying to do. This it. This it. This it. We already there.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Let's go, Big Balboa. Go.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way
right
to his left. Just a matter of games, the defense was able to make it.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Let's go, Thompson. Let's go, Thompson. Let's go, Thompson. You win. You win.
Rodgers now to throw.
Man, that man told me.
Touchdown. Darren Waller. As the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Like, why would I follow? Oh man, we don't. Man, that boy ain't trying to win, man.
And it's no good.
This boy is not trying to win. They was about to. I got 24 points, and they was about to give you the moment.
Speak of remaining in this first half is the
man, guys, stop doing that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, bro. I got 24 points. I should have almost full ball. This man get 2 little touchdowns.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
After the run, Newton going to throw.
Yeah,
he's going to look deep down the field.
You gonna have to know who Missy Me is. You gonna have to know who Missy Me is when you play me.
A great play there. As time
Missy Me.
First half, and the Panthers will extend their lead on the final play and a half. And just before the half ends, the Panthers answered defensively a disaster.
Yes, it is. I'll tell you what you did wrong.
This actually works. I mean, the excitement.
You don't know what you're doing.
But maybe we should.
You don't know what you're doing. This is the problem.
I know as a defender, you've got to play.
I put Easy Me. I put Easy Me in the middle, so all your good D-backs and stuff is guarding other people. You had a linebacker on him, nigga. It was a linebacker. He went straight past him. All I had to do was wait for him to go past the safety because your safeties go to the left and right and guard that. That's why I seen that. I was like, oh shit, ain't nobody coming? Yes. Yes. There's no way they're gonna let that linebacker stay with me. And that boy Cam Newton bomb that thing too.
For quarter number 3 here.
What, bomb that thing? And Easy. You ain't heard the last
NFC wild card battle. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
This boy ain't heard, bro. Best defense 4 seasons in a row, man. Best wide receiver 4 seasons
the Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Never really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
26. Inside.
On Play action. Rodgers.
Yeah.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Pressure.
Just what they need, electric from me.
That's a good pressure.
Get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead. Really it paid off.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 5 now. Newton. And down he goes. Let's take him back right on the 41-yard line.
Touchdown.
Throwing on third down, Newton.
Bruh, guard him! Damn it, bruh!
Gets to him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Slop ass punt. Drop.
And not what he was hoping for there. As this will
I'm
hit
talking
in the
about.
end zone.
They made my stuff go down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they have as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Miles Garrett, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
That boy ran out
there.
Miles.
He just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers.
Mine.
He's intercepted for the 4th time today.
Like a man. Who is he? Like a man.
Scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles.
Like a man.
We're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
Indeed.
This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception. You got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Newton. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Oh, yeah.
They're going for it with the option running. They'll try and run for it. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. First and 10, it's Patterson.
I see you dive. You don't know what to do there.
This is 2nd and 7 from the 37.
All over here.
Now Cam going to tuck it and run.
Did you?
Pitches it out. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Oh, good night.
Newton now to throw.
And you.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on
Let's see if I
3rd
can
down.
get
As
going
that
to
was
the
not an easy one to hold on to.
You did.
Oftentimes when you're losing the game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Can I kick?
Gonzalez's kick.
Oh, yeah.
Extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had
That's
in
for
the
later.
first half, but they
That's
do
for
have
later,
3
right
to
there.
their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
What is going on?
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense.
That's on me now. That's on me now.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here.
There we go.
Things start to get more interesting in the second half. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, Rodgers.
Thank you, sir. Wrong, dude. You got 2 dudes right there. It made me go for the other dude.
This one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Show me.
On first and 10, here's
Show me.
Rodgers.
Thank you, sir.
And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
Slide in, baby.
It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out as confidently as they've been playing. I expect them to do exactly
You said what? What are you talking about, Charlie? Talking about Charlie.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
Give me that ball.
And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try to put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
And it should feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the train.
That nigga started walking the other way. I see it.
destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league where we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this play, let's just say it's been unusual.
Get you some.
And we're back now in Charlotte.
That man look like, man, come on, man.
As their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Mine.
And now here's another interception. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
Man, that was
they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
That's the one I see.
Now it's Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Panthers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Yeah. No, when old dude took his first loss, they got into it. Little brother got real jealous. And he would always say, he was like, man, tell that bitch to keep her mouth closed. I hear her in the back. So it's always been like that. Yeah, tell that bitch to keep her mouth closed. Man.
And he will make it back
yapping
to the 15,
in the back. And then the brother would just laugh, you know, talk about his wife. Like, he didn't take it offensive. Like, I don't know. They got their own relationship. They know each other. That's how it was. I'm like, man, them niggas talking bad to his wife. So, no, if he feel that way, it's all top. Talk to your girl, man. When you see her, get her.
Into their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult in the spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags
came
out.
You my brother and all. You should respect.
Following the penalty, they'll go into the run game. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7. On play action. Now Rodgers. From the side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Thank you, sir.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
They have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. To throw is Newton.
Easy.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
You said what?
They snap it to Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Man, I'm too damn good in this game. I'm too good, man.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
This competitive mode.
In this game, like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Here's a second and 5 now from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton.
Got him. You ain't got nothing on move, boy.
Get this one across.
Boy, like a move, boy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Go to the strong side.
And another shot here on the ground.
Let's go!
And some room to roam now.
Let's go!
They're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Let's go!
He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in this game because we're seeing it all from him. But I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he gets to the right places, very decisive in his cuts.
Wayne,
but
don't
his
say
vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
On that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
I'm almost done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got. They got to sit back and have a long field to cover.
You got to do everything to it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this is pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session.
You had one play
about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
Now you got good run
defense. How to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Right, you can do it, you can do it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Man, bro, it don't look like this. Let's get that. Let's get that, right?
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A real field flipper there.
I like that.
They've got a first down.
I like that. I like that. Oh,
now
wait,
Rodgers.
Yeah.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
No, sir. You see what's that now? You see what's that now?
Has painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
You see, they already over their way, man. They already over their way.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown,
Wait, now, you see me right there. Why am I sitting here listening to Nick Miller? Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. I'm playing the bad. You wouldn't have got that, bro. Right when you said Hutch really get the talking. I don't know why. I'm running back from the way
here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field.
Yeah, right there, McMillan started talking about something, and I didn't even realize that I'm running away from
him. Not
it,
get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown.
I just ran away from it. That was crazy. That was crazy. I really did run away from it.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
You
have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum.
That boy is too
when they go to the divisional round next weekend. Newton's going to throw it.
That's got that
He'll go deep right side, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
A little bump on
Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
A little bump on that. But do not,
man. Improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
My goodness, another interception. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. See, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you said, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner in the sportsmanship handbook is something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout.
That's going to come and be.
But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Me, you.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. But Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know you well, Brandon. I always stand for my defenders. And I love watching them make plays.
No way! We send them all. Send them all, man.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Yes, good
D-Wayne! But this pass is going to run down.
D-Wayne!
We've talked about it, CD.
Good D-Wayne!
They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now are running their routes. They're going to catch the ball. They also want to make sure that the defenders don't take the ball. You're always thinking about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
They're going to be able to move right here either.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before.
Yeah!
Too much juice. Ball's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. They'll run with Patterson, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
Nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. I was on the 2-game winning streak before he got out on it. Nobody's going to beat me on competitive mode. I beat the shit out of it. Nah, it was on simulation. It was on simulation with me down. I know. We just be on competitive mode now. He beat me in the season and then he knocked out playoffs. Yeah. We gonna watch that game though. Oh no, not this season. Oh, last season. McMillan, they had that little glitch break. 28 points in the first quarter only. I said, where you watching them fight? I said, where you watching them fight, said Wayne. He beat the hell out you, McNeil. He beat the life out you, McNeil. He beat the life out you. Bro, if you see this run I did on Wayne, yeah. Bro, if you see beat the life out. Barely holding on, man. You know what I mean? You missed. Hold on, lock it. Get it, lock it. Get him a lot of that. Bro, you should see this play out there. Woo. I'm there. For half. It just easy, mo. And you already got it there. Nah, he good. He good. Ah.